Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Charles, and this is the very first video that I have made for YouTube for FS22, so it may take me a while to adjust to everything. As you can see, we are on Mars. Quite the story. I'll save some of that for later. But I arrived here last night, dropped off by the shuttle. If I come out here, you can see. Let's see, where is it from here? Can you see it? Goodness, it was dark when I came here last night, and so I can't even remember how far I walked. It's somewhere around this edge here. Is the spaceport, and it dropped me off, gave me a map to follow, and said, walk the ring, you'll find your house. And where I was standing before, the house that they have assigned to me is this little trailer home tucked way back into this hillside here. As you can see, I couldn't see it very well at night, but I stopped here last night and tried to get in. It's all locked. That comes to part of the story. This was not originally my farm. You get assigned to this farm, or the person who gets assigned to this farm anyway, gets assigned a temporary long-term lease for 20 years. And the person who was assigned here before apparently didn't do much of any work, and so he was ousted from this project, and I have taken his place. When he left, he apparently took the key with him, and you don't even want to look inside these windows. I looked in this morning, and he trashed this place before he left. So I've called the construction guys, the ones who are putting up the domes and building everything and making it so that we can actually farm in them without using spacesuits. I called them, and they are going to come and remove this, and they've let me select a different kind of habitat because I'm going to have some people joining me later on, and namely my wife and possibly a couple of my sons. And they are not going to enjoy this, so we'll be getting something else. Now, I think for this first time, we're just going to do a little bit of a tour and tell you about some of the things as they are now and some of the things that we may want to change in the near future. Now, as you can see, there are smaller domes inside here. Some of the animal domes, this dome here is like a barn, I guess, or a shed where we keep our machinery. We have some solar panels. If you look over here, you can see all these fields. There are 15 of them in total. Rarely do we ever start with that much machinery. There is a ramp to get down from this level onto the bottom level, but we have to come way around onto this side. And I guess maybe you can see it's right in over here is where it comes down. It comes down right next to the shop over here. And since we're on Mars and we have such a light gravity, I can actually do this. And we don't fall very fast, so I can actually run off the side of that cliff. Now this is one of our first fields that we come to, and as you will notice, as I told you, the farmer that was here before didn't do anything with their crops. You can see all 15 fields here, and if we go over, you can see that they are all seed beds. Nothing is planted. Let's see, and we turn on lime. You can see that they all need lime. None of them are fertilized. Stones, no. And so, yeah, it's going to be a big job to fertilize all of these. Wow. Okay. And so we'll tackle that at some point. You can see you've got some buildings over here. I'm not sure what this actually is. Maybe just a random building that we don't actually do anything with. Oh, and as you can see here, we have a tractor out here with a stone picker, not put away. We've got we've got something that may help us here. We've got a little vehicle that we can ride in instead of walking around the entire time. You can see here another vehicle, looks like a cultivator on the back of it, another tractor. Now this is the shop. There are lots of things in this dome. I'll get out here and we'll click on these. Click to open these airlocks. And you can see inside here, here's your shop where you can come in and see that. And then there's a few other triggers. As you come around here, you can buy these production points. I'm not sure what some of them are yet, because like I say, this is my first time taking a look at them too. The animals. So I guess your animal dealer is here. Vehicle, your vehicle options there. And that seems to be all that's in here. So we'll get back out to our little vehicle out here and continue the tour around. As you can see, that ring, well, you could see it if I wasn't inside this tunnel. Here is that ramp that comes down that I was showing you from before that goes from top to bottom. I think that is the only one. So you do have to come back to this point. Okay. Going past some of the fields here. You can see they're all exactly the same size with pretty generous points in between. Oh, whoa. Oh, that lower gravity. This vehicle does not want to stay on the ground. Like I say, then you have some of these things as you see in front of me. There are these random piles of dirt still piled up here from when they when they topped over this dome. You've got one of your main sale points right here for, or I'm sorry, that's the fuel processing plant. Did I miss the other? I thought there was another. Maybe it's on the other side of this hill, and that's why I can't see it. Yeah, they tell me they're going to come in and get those taken care of. Ah, yes, this is the one I was thinking of. Your sale point to export things to Earth. As you can see right up here, that cylinder that's going to the top, that is where the shuttle lands, and that's where they dropped me off last night. And I guess I walked around counterclockwise around to so I actually passed that ramp in the dark and didn't even realize it. Let's see. We'll go back here. You have What is this? This is wood processing. So this would be your sawmill. You have some trees already planted here. Try not to hit any of these as I go through. Woo, almost got that one. And on over to this side, looks like we have maybe a lime station. Oh, and a debris crusher back here. Looks like a mine shaft that looks like it's collapsed on someone, so we will stay clear of that. And then over here we come to the first of our animal domes. Now this first one, if I am not mistaken as I looked at the map, is for cows. Get that open. Yes, these are two cow barns with feeding robots. Unfortunately, these feeding robot cow barns are not going to be able to be used. The farmer that was here before, while he wasn't doing any farming, he apparently thought it would be great fun to reprogram both of the feeding robots and have them fight each other, and those are pretty much destroyed. So I'm waiting on the builder guys to come in and completely take these out. I don't prefer to use these kinds of barns anyway. We're going to take those out, and I'm going to have them put in a different set of cow enclosures that I have chosen. So we'll more on that in the future. Hopefully they'll be able to get to that pretty soon. Right next door. Yeah, and now that we've got the, they apparently had these domes in first, and that's why they had these airlocks in. But now they have the big dome over top, so really no need to close these airlocks. Now these are the two chicken pens in here, chicken enclosures. As you can see, there is a lot more space in here, so we'll have to decide what we want to do with this space in here. And on to the next, looks like the next one is sheep. Yes, looks like we have 3 sheep enclosures in here. Like with the chickens, not as much space left over, but it looks like maybe we could repurpose some of this in here for something anyway. And I won't even bother to use the vehicle there because the entrance to this one is right here, and this one must be the pigs. Yes, 2 pig enclosures in here. Again, a lot of open, empty space. Now I have to say, when I play Farming Simulator, pigs are one of the things that I don't usually, one of the animals that I usually don't keep. So this is going to be a little bit of a new experience for me, and so probably one of the last ones that I'll actually put animals in. While I'm getting over to our equipment dome over here. Oh, I guess we've got the water reclamation in here, water source right there. Oh yeah, the colony food storage is back in here. Now this is a place that we will probably be visiting very often. So as we're getting into our equipment dome, and I'll give you a quick look around in there, I'll tell you that the terms of this 20-year loan, they have set goals for us to reach during our time here. We are supposed to plant 10,000 trees, and I have to say, that is, again, something that when I have played Farming Simulator in the past, I have not been planting trees. I've usually been cutting them down and trying to make some money or clearing land. So as you can see, we have a couple of trailers back here. We have a pickup, so we can pick up straw, grass, hay, anything that's left on the ground. We have a fertilize and lime spreader. We have a planter and a seeder, another tractor, and a cotton harvester. That's something that I have not done a whole lot of. I've done some harvest with cotton, but unusual to find one as in your starting equipment, a cotton harvester. Over here we have our grain harvester, and it looks like, yes, we do have a corn and sunflower. I could not think of that for some reason. Corn and sunflower harvester. Now, if we come over, see a lot of these hills that I'm hoping that the builders can come in and kind of get rid of that for me. Maybe, I don't know if they have another thing to use it for, or if they just want to dump it outside the dome. We've got a couple of fertilizer tank here is empty. Liquid fertilizer tank is empty. Nope. Let's see. That silo is empty. That silo is empty. We get into, there's our grain mill. The trigger just down here, or the silo loading point. This is also part of our grain mill. Oh, well, that's unusual. I walked right through that wall. Apparently we have another tractor, a trailer, and a loader in here. Hope I can walk back through. Yes, I can. It's like it's not even there. We have 3 greenhouses. Let's see. Ooh, looks like they're not doing very well. Yeah, we have some greenhouses. We have a tank for probably water, milk. I'm not sure what all else it might carry. Some buildings over here. Oh, yep, those do open up. Okay, and looks like we have quite a few places where we could store things. Quite a bit of storage space accounted for on this map, considering how empty it is. Okay, yeah, and that's empty too. We'll go ahead and take a look at, come down to our owned equipment. You can see that we own, let's see, that's 1 tractor. Whoa, we own 5 tractors, it appears. Some of those we will probably be looking at getting rid of. You can see right here in this, I've got 3 tractors that are red. I tend to like to have different color tractors, or at least different ones that are completely different. I like to be able to tell the difference in them at a distance without just saying, oh, it's one of my red tractors. So we'll probably be getting rid of some of those and replacing them with something else. We saw the harvester, we saw the cotton harvester, the skid steer, the car we were driving around in until I took off on foot. We see we've got 2 of these trailers. One of this that we saw, I can't remember if we saw that one. Our large trailer here, the Crone. The headers we saw, the stone picker, cultivator, seeder, planter. We have a sprayer, loader tools. We actually have 2 of these tanks. Did I see 2 or did I only see 1? We'll find it. We have our tree planter, like I say, a piece of equipment that I have not used much. We have our forage wagon. We have slurry tanks, manure spreader, if I can say that, fertilizer spreader, and we have a weight for the tractor. So that, I think, and let's go back to, it's going to save, yep. Okay, not sure why we have these outlines over here. I'll have to investigate that at some point. And I think that is the map, and I can show you, yeah, here is that ramp that we had coming down. It comes down right to where the shop where everything for the shop spawns when you buy. We've got those hills in here that we need to take care of, and of course back here is our house. Now I spent some time looking at this map and thinking about the specifically the 10,000 trees. It's certainly doable. It sounds like a large number. I'm wondering how many of them I can fit up around this upper ring in here. I think the only thing I have to really leave any access to is being able to get to my house. But everything else I can completely cover in trees. And I guess in the next episode we will start working on these fields, hopefully maybe getting all of them limed, and then we'll see what we want to actually plant in them with the idea. Oh, I didn't tell you, I guess. I didn't finish telling you the requirements for this long-term lease that we have, the 10,000 trees. We also have to put in 20 large beehives. We'll have to go in and find out what those are. We have to have 160 cows. I don't think that'll be a problem. 720 chickens. That shouldn't be a problem either. The 195 sheep. 540 pigs, as I have really never done pigs, so that will be an adventure for all of us. And you also have to have in those those colony storage silos that I showed you, we have to have 800,000 liters each of any 6 crops in those storage bins. So I guess we'll be filtering a little bit of our crop every time we harvest. Some of our crop will be going into that. Some will be going into maybe into some productions or to be sent back to Earth to sell it. I do plan on probably putting in some more fields. There's a lot of empty space in this on this map that is not currently being used, especially if we can get some of those dirt mounds removed, and it'll open up even more space. Anyway, I'd like to thank all of you for joining me on this very first video that I have ever made for Farming Simulator. I will try, I'll see how this one turns out, and I will try and come back with the next episode very soon. Bye for now.